We're going to be talking about histograms. Histograms are one of the types of graphs you've been learning about in class. You've also been learning about box and whisker plots and dot plots. Histograms kind of look like bar graphs because they have vertical bars in them, but these bars are called bins in a histogram. I've color-coded my bins to make it a little bit easier for you to know which one I'm talking about. So when you look at this first bin, the orange bin, it spans all the way from 0 up to 10. 10 is not in this orange bin though. 10's in the red bin. 20's not in the red bin. 20's in the blue bin. 30's not in the blue bin. It's in the green bin. And 40's not in the green bin. It would be in the next bin that we don't see. So every number that you see, if it is at the beginning of the bin, it's in that bin. If it's at the end of a bin, it's not in that bin. So this orange bin shows all the numbers 0 up to 10, but not 10. It shows all the way up to like 9.999. Also, you can kind of see that histograms are like the other graphs we've done a lot in that you need a title and labels for them, and you have to number both sides. There are a lot of different questions you could be asked when given a histogram. You could be asked to tell what information this histogram shows. When you tell what information it shows, you only need to look at the title and the labels. So I have inches of rain, amount of months, and rain in Mathville. So I can conclude that this histogram is about how many inches of rain per month that Mathville gets. So I didn't need any information from the bins at all to know what this histogram was about. You could also be asked to tell what conclusions you can draw. Well, if I look at the bins, I can see 10 to 20 inches is the most amount of months because it's at 7 months. Most months have less than that, and only 1 month has more than 30 inches of rain. So when you draw a conclusion, as long as you tell something that is true about the graph, your conclusion's correct. You could say, only 2 months get 0 to 10 inches of rain. Other than being asked to describe the graph or to tell what conclusions you can draw, you could also be asked about the data distribution. As you know, there are only 3 choices in telling what the data distribution is. You have skewed to the left, which means most of the data is on the right side. And you have skewed to the right, which means most of the data is on the left side. So those are kind of backwards from how we would think. And then you also have symmetric, where most of your data is in the middle, and it's evenly spaced out on both sides. So when I look at this histogram, I would say that it is symmetric because when I look at the middle, most of my data is in the middle. Symmetric just means that most months get a medium amount of rain. A few months get a large amount of rain, and a few months get a small amount of rain. What I want you to do now is histogram, and there are several things I want you to do. First, I want you to describe what information this histogram shows. Remember, when you are telling me the information it shows, you only need to look at the labels and the title. Second, I want you to tell me what conclusions you can draw. As long as you tell me some things that are true about this histogram, your conclusions will be correct. And I would like for you to give me at least 2 conclusions that you can draw. 3, I want you to tell me what type of data distribution this graph has. Remember, you have 3 choices when it comes to data distribution: skewed to the left, skewed to the right, and symmetric. 4th thing that I want you to do, I want you to tell me the total amount of students that were surveyed for this histogram. So remember, if you look at the first bin, 0 to 10, Only 3 students fit in that bin. So figure out how many students are in each bin and find the total.